Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Wisconsin Badgers, Barry Alvarez Field at historic Camp Randall Stadium, where we are looking forward to a fantastic battle. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wisconsin Badgers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Badgers will get us started with the opening kickoff. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On second down, wants to throw it. Finds his back in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize moment.
And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
And this defense is going to have their hands full, because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll throw it on first down. Gets it out quickly. At the 35, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
Back to the air one more time. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Now from inside the red zone. Ball in the air, intercepted! And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Offense getting set for first down. going with the ground game left. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Fox. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. We always talk about the Wisconsin ground game, but the Badgers have had some efficient quarterbacks in recent years, too.
And just finding the guy that fits, right? They're a scheme fit, a system fit. Finding that guy that can be a complement to the run game. That's what you want with a great Wisconsin offense.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Quarterback checking the play. He's going to pass on 2nd down. It's complete.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field.
325. Unlock.
Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12.
Let's go.
Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Wisconsin.
Line getting set on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Just a simple power play, power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you, keep them off balance.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Past the 30. Quarterback gets enough. Touchdown, Badger! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This quarterback is such a weapon on these design QB runs. He's not trying to just go get first downs. This guy's a threat to take it the distance, and bam, he did it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. With the catch, it's McLeod. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Coming after him. At midfield, he's got room. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep him away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
They'll pass on the 50-yard field goal try and instead try to pick up the first down here on fourth. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving.
42, Spider.
On the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Now on 2nd down after the good 1st down run. He's looking to throw. Snags it over the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And that's good enough for a
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hansen. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Throws for the tight end and wings it incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He'll just keep slinging it. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cardinal. The AT unit on the field. And it's perfect. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a winner in the battle of the Willamette Valley between Oregon and Oregon State. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new Top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs a...
The ball is out behind the line. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
How about this for starting field position? 1st and goal from the 2. They'll try to run it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You've got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack. lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Stands in and takes the hit. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He'll field the punt and take it back. And the returner will be dragged down. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Uncorks it. Finds a man in the middle. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. From the red zone, looking for a space. Zings it complete to the right. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Stanford comes up with a 1st and goal.
Now, 55,
He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Stanford.
Stanford, number 88.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
The kicker is on for the
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass.
17, Wisconsin, 7.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Take over. First and 10.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Off play action on 1st down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Takes the handoff and he's going right. Sweet feet on the move. Stumbled to the ground. Just enough time to get off one more snap. The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Stanford, 17, Wisconsin, 7.
Stanford will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
First down here for the offense. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He fires one deep down the right side. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got some room to run. At the 20. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback, and they're able to come away with a pick.
Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Oh, the quarterback. He had his hands in the air after throwing that one. He thought that was a sixer, but his guy dropped it.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Second and 10, he'll throw again. That's caught. It's Hansen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. From the shotgun, the inside give. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
A first down run on the doorstep. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision. Do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
Another incompletion on third down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Wisconsin Badgers will take over. First and 10.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They'll go to the ground. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He fires it out to the right. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
The Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's
a shot toward the end zone. Oh, picked off. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
He's just Johnny on the spot, and now his second interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Wisconsin quarterbacks always know their role. Sometimes they got to make the big plays, from a Darrell Bevel to a Russell Wilson.
And knowing your role means knowing that you're going to hand the football off a lot. You're going to be a play-action team and pick and choose your spots, but it won't be an offense with Wisconsin that it's opening up. It's throwing the football 30, 40 times a game.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. To the ground with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Gets a hand on the pass, and it's intercepted. Looking for more room. The 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Cardinal. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Blizzy, blizzy.
He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Ready,
They'll
set.
snap it from the 36. They've got a first down.
Come on, set.
They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd down.
On the ready.
Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again.
Jackrabbit.
They'll run play action. Avoids pressure. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
Brings up
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Setting up the screen. At the 40, there he goes. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
4th down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Stanford 27, Wisconsin 7.
No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it.
5 feet.
Using his feet. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on 4th down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on 4th down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
Leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's loose. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play.
Fire.
He's looking to throw. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down. Creates a little room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Out of the gun to give to the back. Working his way and keeping those legs moving. Picks up 5 down to the 14.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Handoff from the shotgun. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Trying to punch it in. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Can the D deny them on second and goal? He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Stanford! And the pummeling has started. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They go to the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground.
Here we go.
Running to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They'll line up for a second down play. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Not much of a decision to make there, as the defense will move him back. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Moves.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. He'll try it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And the Badgers line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A low line drive and short kick. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Just complete and utter dominance.